Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. Listen honey, I do tea videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend who's gonna spill the tea on celebrity gossip, pop culture, influencer tea, reality TV, honey, I have it all. So grab a snack, grab a drink, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Honey, I'm giving you I am proper at tea time in the Beverly Hills Hotel, but I'm a messy bitch. So I don't know, the properness does not connect with this. So listen, I wanted to talk about Nikocado and his possible comeback, what that could look like. Now, I have thought about this in my head, so let's talk about what a possible comeback for Nikocado could be like. So we know that Nikocado is taking some time off to, to heal, to do what he needs to do to get better, and so on and so forth. He's talked about retiring at the age of 30. He's talked about quitting mukbangs for a very long time. And now, he says that there's been rumors that he's losing weight, that he's trying to, eat better, all of these things. And a lot of people, they still want to see Nikocado binge eat and doing all this gluttony and stuff. Well, I've come to you and I have a question to you, because I was talking about Nikocado with a girlfriend of mine, and we were saying, what can Nikocado do? Because we know he loves money. What can he do to actually make a really good comeback? And I think that as much as people love to see somebody fall, because listen, at some point, people were only watching him to see the craziness that comes out of him. The throwing of the food, the pooping, all of these things, right? So I was thinking, yes, I get it. They all love like a show, but what about somebody getting better? What about somebody going back to their old roots? Now, I'm not necessarily only talking about weight loss, but I'm talking about mental health, showing what binge eating, showing what these type of videos do to you mentally. You know what I mean? I have shared this story with you guys many times, but for those who don't know, I also suffer from binge eating, and I suffer from, I do believe I have eating disorders. And back in the day, about like 3 years ago, I would watch Nikocado nonstop, because seeing him devour all of this amount of foods made me feel somewhat good, that I'm not the only one, right? And I would also watch like Amberlynn Reed and Trish and stuff. And I have watched Nikocado before the mukbangs. I've actually started watching Nikocado when he first moved to Colombia, and that Nikocado I found so charming, so intellectual, so talented violinist like there's no tomorrow, and so knowledgeable about food, about vitamins, about fruit. And I really think that he could easily start doing that. You know what I mean? I feel like he has to heal. I think that after so many years of doing all of this things, like he would have all of these breakdowns, and in one mukbang he said he felt like he was a caged animal and people were just throwing food at him and expecting him to eat. I don't remember when, it was like a year ago, he was having this really bad breakdown. And I think one thing about Nikocado, you could say whatever you want about him, but the man is fucking intelligent. I remember that maybe like 2 years ago when he was fighting with, oh my God, he was fighting with, girl, who was he fighting? He was fighting with Trisha, he was fighting with Stephanie Sue, with Zach, I forgot, you know that huge fight. It was like around December. It was like around Christmas time. But anyways, I said that one point, I said, he really knows how to stir things up. He knows what's going to bring attention. He knows what's going to bring in the numbers. And I think he could do that again. There's always been some rumors that this mukbang journey of him was always a social experiment of how he, doing this to himself, gets celebrated. I read a comment saying, that people just want him to get healthy and get skinny again. I don't think it's about getting skinny. What I think about it's getting a better relationship with food. It's about understanding our limits, and it's about not forcing things for money. And I get it, as much as we love money, as much as we love this, you know, I remember watching videos of him saying that he was full, but he had to do like 3 huge mukbangs a day for all of his channels. At some point he had like fucking 4 or 5 channels, right? And he has Patreon, he did OF for some time. So it's just, he has done so much revolving around food that I think it would be so nice to see him, you know, he can still revolve around food, but in a healthier way, in a way that he can talk to us again about what fruits have these vitamins, you know, what goes good with this, cooking videos. You know, I'm not talking about weight loss, because here's the thing, if you're happy in your body, then that's all that matters. I'm talking about a nicer mental health approach to everything. And, you know, I think he needs to start loving food again in a way. I know that sounds weird because he was all about food, but when something is your job, I think that it takes away from the pleasure. I think it takes away from the love of something, you know, because he was literally forced to do so. And the more food that he would put in front of himself, the more views it would get. The larger the show of throwing food and pooping and throwing things at Orlin and screaming and having breakdowns, all of these things, all of his bad habits were celebrated. So he has to turn it around for himself. He has to understand that, let me see how I can make money off of good habits, off of healing. Because I really think, whatever you think about him, he needs to heal. And I think we all are on our constant healing, you know, journeys. So I would so be here for a Nikocado healing journey of him going back to his roots, of him, you know, deciding, getting the love for food again, playing the violin. I mean, all of this, of course, if he wants to. Of course, do I think his numbers will be the same? No. I mean, I think the views would go down and stuff. But that Orlin that we saw in Colombia, he would sit there and he would do mukbangs, but he would do like not crazy amount, you know. He was starting to eat cooked food. When I saw him, he was raw, but then he started eating cooked food and all of these things. And I just found him so interesting. He would be like, this potato has these type of things, and you mix it with this, and then it does this to your body, like all of these things. And I could listen to him for hours. You know what I mean? So I think for people who are interested in seeing Nikocado get better, I think that we don't really need the show. We just want Nikocado to be Nikocado, and he needs to find himself, because after so many years of playing this character, I think you can get lost in it. You know what I mean? So my thing for Nikocado is, I think he needs to take some time to heal, to work on his relationship with Orlin, to work on his relationship with himself. And when he's ready to come back and show us a new Nikocado, then I think that would be great. And, you know, there's so many rumors about him, there's so many things, but I think after everything he's put himself mentally and physically, I think that this time away, and this time to heal, and this time to be, you know, happy with himself, I'm sure he has made enough money to be okay for some time. So I really think he needs to take this time to just be, you know, Nikocado. Maybe go to Colombia a little bit, you know, have some fruits, have some, you know, delicious Colombian food, and try and, you know, connect a little bit more with yourself. And I wish him well. I wish that he heals. And what do you guys think? Would this be a good comeback opportunity for him? Or do you think he should just never return to social media or go back to his old ways? Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.